Hey, 大家好，我是Gann. So on this particular day in Zhengzhou, we needed to go shopping, which is not my favorite thing. We went into one of the malls in Zhengzhou, one of the smaller ones, which was still pretty big. The malls in Zhengzhou are enormous. I mean, 8, 9 floors. Stores, restaurants, even car dealerships up on the 3rd floor. I mean, really very impressive. The malls, again, so much larger and very new and modern looking. We needed to get a shirt and tie for a wedding that we're going to go to. And we started looking at all these brands, and it's a little different when you go shopping through malls in China than in the States. In Zhengzhou, in the mall, like, all of the workers try to get you to come into their store. All of them at once. It's kind of, I don't know, it's a little confusing actually, but, I like to look on my own, and it was something that I had to get used to, but I realized that they're all just being very helpful, and they were. I mean, we went into these stores, and, I had a picture of the jacket and the pants that I already had for the wedding, and so I had to match with a shirt and tie. And the jacket was multicolored, so it wasn't the easiest thing to match. And we went into these stores, and they must have pulled out dozens of ties and many shirts, and they had very nice things. We realized that it was more than I wanted to spend. I didn't want to spend hundreds of dollars on a shirt, just for the long sleeve shirt. I don't wear many of them in Florida. And so we then went into the Chinese brand store. I don't know if I'm saying it right. The Chinese brand was Yakar. I have much better experience. The help was not as intense, where they kind of let me do my thing and look around for a little while. And then when I needed help, selected a shirt a beautiful color. And again, in the States, they would measure me, my neck and my arm length to get the size. But the lady was confident that she didn't have to do that, and she gave me a shirt to go try on. And I was very doubtful, without measuring me, that she would get the right size. But she nailed it. I mean, it was a perfect size. So again, the workers, very good at what they do. They must see hundreds of customers. To be able to do that by just looking at me, and I'm an unusual size because I have kind of longer arms, but again, she nailed it. So anyway, we ended up getting a shirt and tie that I really like, and it was a reasonable price. So again, the Chinese brand was at least half the price of the foreign imports. Went to one; it was a French brand. It was just, I didn't think the quality was any better. The Chinese quality was very good, and the price was great, and the service was good. And so we were getting ready to leave, and then I always see like working men wear these jackets. They zip up jackets instead of a dress jacket over a dress shirt and maybe a tie or not. And I've always liked that style, and so we started looking at them. And again, I fell in love with one, and she gave me one. It was the perfect size. The price was right. And so I'm really happy with the jacket, which I did not plan on purchasing. Again, we don't really wear that many jackets in Florida, but we travel, and so it was good for that. And I wore it everywhere on the rest of our time in China, in Zhengzhou. And that was my wife's present to me, because again, we weren't going out looking for a jacket, but that was a little bonus, was a nice surprise. And, it was a great afternoon. My wife and I had lunch, in a place, very close to, the mall. And on our way back, we had to stop and get my favorite, the chestnuts from the street vendor.
糖炒栗子咋卖的？要一斤吗？碗汤要一斤。还是可以选的吧？啊，可以。 是热了吧？
热的。
肯定热了吧？
你还得摸一下。
哦。So it's hot, 20. Yeah. 啊，20。
你也可厉害呀，就这。
我还是抖音博主啊。
是啊。
嗯。
我都说你可厉害。今年多大呀？
你看着我多大？
我44。
你看着他多大？
咱俩50。
啊，对，俺老头儿。
耶，你厉害！
你看他多大年龄？你猜一下嘛。
Say hello.
嗯。照张相。
咦，你不要。
他刚一出来都闻见这香味儿，他非要买。你猜咱俩年龄？
你40几了？
他嘞？
还有50多。
他60了，我56了。
你
啊。
I love the warm chestnuts. They're sweeter than any chestnuts I've ever had here in the States. And so, and of course we had to bring, a good sized bag home for, my mother and father-in-law because they love them as well.
All right, that's my high school.
So another good day in, Jungjo, and, please continue to follow us on Getting John N. Fat in Jungjo.